Alabama about to kick off to get things started. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They finally get him stopped after he maneuvered his way to the 42. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds a yard short at the 49.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. The offense changing the play. Snap to the back. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Back has it. Here's a little room there.
It's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like you mentioned, the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Options galore here, 2nd and just a few inches. Hand off for Brown.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
Looking to throw, it's Bailey. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And you see the dagger concept so much in pro football, in college football, and they're trying to run a guy deep to take that safety with him, pull him out of the way, and then kind of throw it right underneath that vacated area where he's at. Unsuccessfully, but that's what they were trying to accomplish on that play.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They'll give it to Brown. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Tide a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play to open the period. On the move. There's some room. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at 2nd. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Keep it on the ground. It's Brown. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
first down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Dropping back, it's Bailey. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Look, it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in the window. Good pass defense.
Looks as if he's going to run it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama! Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Makes a move. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. He'll bring it out. It's Craver. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Ready to roll on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking for a man, it's Bailey. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it. First down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Quarterback keeper. Might have a chance. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on first down. This time he wants to throw. Spits it out to the back. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
They're trying to hit the angle route to the running back coming out of the backfield. It's a good route, but the running back couldn't make the catch.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Running inside, it's Brown. He's there to make the stop.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Unloads to the wideout. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, we live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
They'll move the wide receiver. Direct snap. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Florida! The Buckeyes headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back has it. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. The Gators will line up to punt it away. Wants to return it. Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Offense in a bunch formation. From the gun, the running back has it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Fights off a defender. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
Motion from the wide receiver. Back has it. Inside the 30. Maybe a crease. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll bring it out. It's Marsh. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
Looking downfield on first down. Complete on the left to Williams. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part,
turning it on. The 30, running inside the 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Rolled his way into the end zone. Extra point here will tie the game. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Tomlinson. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like he'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. On the direct snap, it's Tomlinson. Looking for room at the 25. Finding some room. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
Well, they're able to catch the defense off guard. They're obviously thinking past. This back is dangerous on first down, second, and third. And he shows you the vision and shows you the speed. And I just love how decisive he is. He's getting north right away.
And third down and long, man, everything in you knows it's a pass. Surely they're not going to run the football. But I think what you said is important, having a guy like this that can chew up yards so quickly. Because I'm thinking just make the tackle. No big deal. Force the fourth down. But, man, what a nice play by the running back.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. They knock him down right there.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. It's Tomlinson. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And, man, this is a big decision coming up, right? Like, this is still a tie football game. So if you get stopped on fourth down, man, you're...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snap to the back. He's brought down. Not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And those 4th and 3, 4th and 4 situations are really tough. Is it a passing situation? Is it a running situation? I really got to see my keys, go get it. Defense was just a step slow. They give up the 4th down run.
Back has it. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the snap, it's Tomlinson. Spins away from the defense. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. Maybe some room here. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got.
That's got to be so demoralizing for the defense. The second time on this drive that they've gone for it on fourth, and they were able to convert it by running the ball.
They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Motion from the wideout. Snap to the back. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Back has it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. Ohio State calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Snap to the back. He stopped short of the first down marker, and a field goal would give them the lead late in the half. Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Right back to the well. Breaks into the open. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
48-yard line. And first down for the offense.
To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He lets one fly deep. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Still on his feet at the 45. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
To the air on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They just keep firing, trying to burn this defensive back. Touchdown, Ohio State! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. That hole closed quickly. A pickup of 1 to the 15.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Wide receiver going in motion. On the direct snap, it's Tomlinson. He's past the 30. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out for the Wildcat.
And third down, they keep it on the ground with their playmaker. They give him the football. They got so much confidence in this guy and their offensive line, and they get the first down.
Listen, just to be on the field on third down as a running back means you've got to be versatile, right? You got to be able to catch the ball. You got to be able to block. But if they want to hand it off to you on third down, too, you got to be able to go find a way to keep the drive alive. This dude has all the tools in the toolbox.
Direct snap. He breaks a tackle. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
Dropping back, it's Griffin. Shoots it to the left. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in.
Looking long. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Open on the right side, that's Smith. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And this is why I love sudden change situations. When you get a turnover, oftentimes coordinators like to take a shot right away. The defense is back out on the field. They're trying to communicate. Sometimes they're discombobulated. They're sleepwalking a little bit, and the offense takes advantage, taking a shot and coming up with an explosive play.
They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Wants to go right back downfield. Looking deep. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've reached the end of the third. Time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Might as well stick with him. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Looking to throw for it. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Buckeye!
You You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
This is a designed run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. On fourth down, trying to find his man. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And the sense of urgency has got to go up now for the defense, right? You just failed on fourth down. You're trailing just under 3 minutes to go. What can the defense do? Can you create a turnover? Can you at least get a quick 3 and out to give yourselves a chance to win?
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They'll keep it on the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Defense in press coverage. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. And this wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And the thing I like about giving it to the fullback right away, it hits downhill right now. Very little chance for a ball handling mishap. No fumbles. He secures the football, wraps it up, falls forward, and usually gets positive yards.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Back has it. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Honestly, it just looks like the defense has better players on the field, and that's really demonstrated itself.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Fires left. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with a loss.
You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly The Gators ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. There he goes. A sweet run gets it out to the 30-yard line, and that can really jumpstart a drive.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back, and he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did.
There's a crease. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. The Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
And we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really, really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Keeps it. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Gives it on the option. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in. That's
caught. It's Newsome. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Power football with the run. They forged ahead just a bit, not a lot working with the wildcat there.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
So they come to the line, and the wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up. Get a stop. Force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Lining up in the wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They'll break out the wildcat to try to move the chains. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
They'll try to convert from the wildcat. They'll move the tight end. On the direct snap, it's Jackson. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Man, that is exactly what you like to see. Early in the football game, be who you are. Be aggressive. You say you want to take some chances, go for it on 4th down, set the tone, run the football. Don't settle for threes, Palmer. You settle for threes a lot of times later in the game, you're regretting it.
It's the right time to go for it, too, because it's early, and even if you don't get it, the opponent has to...
It's complete! And he will score! Touchdown, Gators!
This head coach wanted to come into this game aggressive, guys, and he did it in a couple different ways. On that first drive, nice mixture of throwing and running offensively, but how big was that gamble on 4th down? They got it, kept the drive alive, they end up scoring a touchdown, so it paid off. You can't start a game better than that.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. On the run, it's Riley. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Gators are in the hurry-up. Back to pass. It falls incomplete, and we'll change ends in the field to get things started back up. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll send the back in motion. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Florida. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Well, this is absolutely domination early by this team. We've seen the early touchdown. And David, how about the defense now coming up with the massive pick six? And all of a sudden, their opponent is completely reeling, and we just barely started this game.
Man, just started the game. And all the momentum swings to one side, and now you got to find a way on this possession. You got to get the football back, and you got to do something with it. You got to get some of this momentum little by little. But so far, this is a dreaded start.
Coming out with it, it's Dixon. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer,
picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Florida! What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. He'll bring it out. It's Dixon. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Here's a heat, and down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. And the Gators want to move quickly.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at this offense. They're deterred. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
And he'll be brought down. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? He's out past the 35. Here he goes. He's at the 30. The 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Gators.
And that's why it's so important for this offense to be able to keep these third downs manageable, because you have the entire playbook at your disposal. They don't have to throw the football on that third down situation. Instead, they can run it. And anytime you give this guy the ball, he's a house call waiting to happen. He showed you there on the long touchdown run.
He's not quite going to get there, and the try for two fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Sellers. Unloads to the right. Rolls it in. There he goes. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the wildcat.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
So they come to the line, and the wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. Could be an alley. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Lining up in the wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Smith. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal. So they come to the line, and the wildcat going to give him a different look. Snap to the back. He's trying to get it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They'll turn to the wildcat to keep this drive alive. Back has it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gator!
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. DB's right up on the receivers. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. The Gators will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Dumps it to the back. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. You saw it right there.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Smith. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
Well, I guarantee you one thing, and at halftime with a big lead, there were no conversations about, hey, let's run the ball, let's slow it down, let's bleed the clock, keep our defense fresh. They are staying aggressive. They're trying to add to this lead, and with this quarterback, I do not blame you. Keep chucking the pill.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Now rolling to the left. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Snap to the back. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. They get to him, and now they'll face a 3rd and long. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Sellers. Throws to the wideout. Wideout trying to get it in. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Maybe didn't have the defense they expected, and they'll call a timeout here on 4th and 1. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Back has it. Into the end zone. Picked off. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that one falls incomplete. Tried to get a chunk play on that one.
You know, when you talk to quarterback coaches, they oftentimes say, my goal for my guy is to complete 65 to 70% of his throws. That has not been the case for this game. He is under 33% throwing in this game. That's the reason, guys, why they're losing.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens.
Got a little grass. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Florida. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the tool.